Right before I told her, we all told our parents that we're quitting our full-time stable jobs to pursue a career as full-time YouTubers. Oh wait, our YouTube channel had 40,000 subscribers this time. So you can imagine why they acted this way. So we thought long and hard about what story to share with you guys today, and we decided on a story that outlines our journey becoming full-time YouTubers with Asian parents. So sit back, enjoy it, and we'll try to keep it funny with those beautiful ones.
All right, what's up, guys? I'm Sheldon, and the story starts the summer before high school. I'm playing basketball in a local park when two kids show up. One egghead-looking dude, and one guy with way too much hair product in his hair. Meet Edward and Mike. Now, we played for a bit, I smoked them, and then we found out we were all going to the exact same high school, and we instantly got along. Now, through the next 4 years, they were some of the best years of my life, full of jokes, constant trolling of me specifically, more trolling, and constant competition and battles about everything imaginable. You know, who was better at basketball? Everything that we competed in. Now, it's funny because at home with our parents, we were the most well-behaved, clean-cut, stereotypical Asian kids. But when we were together, we were complete idiots. And I loved it. And that's how I met my two best friends, Edward and Mike. Now fast forward to college. It's the summer after my junior year, and I'm having what may be the worst summer of my life. Alright? First off, I'm doing an internship in this small town called Perth, Ontario, where I basically live in a Harry Potter attic with spiders crawling everywhere. But the worst thing is during this time, I'm going through your typical student crisis. Alright? I absolutely hated my major. Alright, I was in mechanical engineering and I could never stay awake through any class of the week. Alright? I hated school, I hated engineering, and I absolutely hated work. Now I know it sounds a little dramatic, you're like, Sheldon, good grades, good program, good school, you found work, but the thing is, for me, all this is for my parents. I never wanted to engineering, it was my parents that pushed me in that direction. And so, I just felt kind of empty. Like, I had nothing to call my own. And so, I was going through a student crisis. Now, it just so happened that during that time, I got really into learning Mandarin. And somehow I got really into Chinese culture. So into it that I was like, you know what? Why don't I make a video trying to teach Mandarin to people? And it's funny because I can barely speak Mandarin this time. I had never made a YouTube video before, but I was like, you know what? My friends are gonna laugh at me, but something about having my own channel, something to call my own, really captivated me. So I got home from work, set up the camera, pulled up the script, filmed the video, put a super clickbait title, edited it all night, and I put it up. 50 views. It's not it. I was really heartbroken, okay? I was really heartbroken. I worked all night on it. And I was so sad. I was like, come on, you're telling me nobody wants to watch me, beautiful Chinese, go to pick up girls in Chinese language? No. That can't be it. You know what? I just gotta make one more video. Yeah, one more video.
Another video? Really? Are you really trying to put everyone to sleep with your learn how to pick up girls from Mandarin to Cantonese? Sheldon, I think what you're really missing is someone who's actually exciting. Someone who's actually funny. I think you're missing me. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we became CantoMando.
So we set up the camera,
Pulled out the script,
filmed the video,
put a clickbait title on it,
edited it all night, and we put it out.
51. To be honest, we were a huge failure and we sucked at it. But you know what? For the first time in my life, it was something exciting, something I looked forward to, unlike my job at the time. So let me describe to you a typical day at work for me, okay? So I wake up in the morning, I would take the exact same train to work, sit in the exact same seat, walk the exact same way to work, and when I got to work, I do the exact same repetitive task, eat at the exact same place for lunch, walk the exact same way back, and then all stay at the exact same time. day after day, week after week. And the weekends didn't look much different, okay? I would go out every Friday and Saturday night, and then I would puke my guts out, and then I would forget how I spent my weekend. And next thing you know, I'm at my desk again on Monday morning, longing for the next Friday to come so I can do this all over again. Alright, so there was moments when I was waiting for the train, and I think to myself, is this really it? Is this gonna be the next 30 years of my life? And to be honest, guys, that's the exact reason why I joined CantoMando. And, you know, it was a passion project for me, but more importantly, it was an escape. It was an escape from the old routine that had plagued my life at the time. And now, instead of going out and drinking every single weekend, which is pretty fun, to be honest, we would sit in my basement and film videos and brainstorm ideas and just dream big. And that lasted for about 8 months. Because after the end of the 8 month, my internship was over and CantoMando served its purpose. It started to feel more and more like a chore because, to be honest, we did not grow at all. We had no new subs, we were still at 51 views. And that's when I realized that, hey, I want to quit.
And when he quit, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I didn't expect this guy to be that dedicated in the first place. But I quit too. You know, at the time, my parents were constantly nagging me, saying, you know, if you put this time you're putting into this silly YouTube channel, into engineering, you have a better job, better career, higher pay, a better future. And you know, given our performance, they were right. So I quit too. Now fast forward a year later, and I'm in Montreal doing what, you know, my parents considered the dream internship. It was great in their eyes. But for me, you know, it was just another job to make them happy. And everything was the same for me as well. Work, eat, sleep, fap, repeat. But I didn't feel good. But I remember the exact moment when everything changed, alright? I was updating my resume at home when I noticed something really funny about it. I have fluent in Chinese on my resume, but I couldn't read or write a word of Chinese. I was lying out of my ass. And I know you guys are laughing because some of you guys do it too. Your hands what you do. And I thought, you know what? I can't be the only one. You know, there's gotta be. This was an idea. This was inspiration. Oh my god, I gotta make a video on this. So I got home from work, set up the camera, pulled the script, filmed the video, put a clickbait title, edited the whole night, and I put it out. And I called it Every Asian American in the Universe. And I remember I was sitting in the library when I put it out, and a little bit of time passed, look at the views. 100 views. I stayed up over 10 hours for that. It's not that good. I was pretty sad, okay? But I went for a walk, and another hour passed. I looked at the views again. 1,000 views. Another hour passed, looked again. 10,000 views? That night I got home, and I checked again.
1,000 views, dude! I knew we had what it takes to do it, man. I knew it all along. And that is how we became CantoMando once again. But this time we're not doing your old, you know, trying to teach Chinese. We were doing relatable agencies, things that actually happened in our lives. For example, your parents feeding you lines and you talk to your relatives because you have no idea what to say. That was a skit. Your mom setting you up with some sort of family friend that you have nothing in common with. That was a skit. Your substitute teacher butchering your ethnic name and it becomes awkward after. That was a skit. Everything was inspiration to us, and man, oh man, were we rolling.
Yes, we were! Sheldon, me, brand new business school graduate of prestigious business school, perfect career role as business director of CantoMando.
I'm not sure about that one,
Let's be honest, guys, especially for all you Ross business students, we all know that learning from business school. But second of all, I have no interest in making funny videos online. So you guys might be asking, why ever join CantoMando? I know what you're thinking. The club. It's not true. It's a little bit embarrassing for a reason, but I guess I just really miss my two best friends. days in high school where we could hang out, troll each other, and be our true spirit selves. You see, Mike and Sheldon, they went to university together, Waterloo University. I went to Queen's University by myself. People at Queen's, they're just a little bit different. As in, they're great people, but because we came from different backgrounds and different upbringing, I just couldn't make the same connections that I did with Mike and Sheldon. So, as every good union, I tried to do a few things. I tried playing poker, I went to the drug party, I called it Screw the Light Bulb and Pet Dog. Anyone knows that. And lastly, I even tried farming. That's actually me. I know it's hard to believe because I look so much better there, but that was actually me. The point is I tried everything to try and build the same connection that I did. My friends in high school, I just really missed my two best friends in high school. And to make matters worse, they were cheating on me. And you look at this photo, when I saw this photo, I was heartbroken. They were making new friends at Waterloo, and I just felt left out and left behind. So this was my chance to make everything back to the way it was before. To rekindle that friendship from high school, I just had to make this work out. Come on guys, what do you think? You want to get a diploma? I was doing a diploma, I think, $1 million, maybe to speak like English?
I don't know.
Very well, if you really get Asian mom, or maybe some grandma.
Okay, fine, I guess, fine.
Really? Yes.
The trio of CantoMando.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't want to join either, alright? These two guys, they basically just came on when things were going well, and I didn't think that they'd be committed, to be honest. You know, they were willing to sacrifice weekends, put in the hours of work, and I thought they were just in it for a short run. But I always had trouble staying on people. You know, my parents were engineering, and now my best friends. So, I already said yes, so I guess that's when we officially became CantoMando as a trio.
And over the next year or so, we worked our butts off, okay? Every single weekend was dedicated to work the whole day, and on the weekdays, we would be juggling school, work, and the channel. And of course, our parents were nagging us, asking, why are we staying up so late? Why are we putting in so much effort for a video-making hobby? That's right. To them, it was a hobby. And honestly, during that time, for us, it was pretty much a hobby too. We didn't think it was going to be a career. We didn't think it was going to last, next 5 years or so. But, I really enjoyed it. And we stuck together because we get to hang out, have fun with friends, and we just kept at it. And over time, the views started piling up. And we trusted each other more and more. And what was once a wannabe Chinese learning channel finally started to grow.
See, by the time we graduated college, things were looking amazing on paper levels. We had degrees, we had full-time jobs which kept our parents happy, and we had CantoMando YouTube channel which kept us happy. So the next logical step was to move in together. We rented an apartment. It didn't make much sense because our parents' house basically were next to each other anyway, so they were upset about that. But it didn't matter because what it represented meant so much to us. It meant that we were all dedicated to the channel and we were all committed to CantoMando. You see, with CantoMando, we had all found what we wanted. I got to work with my two best friends again. Mike, he found something that he was passionate and excited about. And Sheldon finally found something to call his own. But every great story has a caveat. We were still living the lives that our parents wanted us to live. We still had to go to our jobs, we still had to make Instagram stories, and overall, this was the only way to keep our parents happy. And it made us miserable. We were up till 2 a.m. filming every night just to get up at 7 the next morning and go to work. We were exhausted, overworked, our performance reviews at work dropped, our video quality dropped, and we were isolated from all of our other friends. Things were tough, we were over.
And that brings us back to where everything began today. If you go back to the previous slide, that brings us back to where everything began today. See, we knew with CantoMando that we had this life that we wanted, this thing that we were passionate about. But, our lives still belong to our parents. They raised us from when we were so young, and we were so scared of disappointing them. I remember the exact moment when I got into engineering, and my mom told me just how proud she was of me, and how she told all her friends about it.
I remember when my mom told me that she immigrated from China over to Canada, sacrificed everything so that I could have a better future.
And I remember the look on my single mom's face when I told her that I finally found a full-time job. That she wouldn't have to worry about me anymore. I would take care of myself, and I would take care of her. But despite all this, we had to do it. We had to make the call. The call that would ruin all their hopes and dreams for us. The call that we would tell them that we were quitting our stable full-time jobs to become full-time YouTube subscribers. And this is how we did it.
喂，怎么样？可以你和我爸说一个事情吗？
选好是我的理想分手。
对我quit我的 job。
为什么要这样子做呢？我心里不舒服。那个我需要考虑一下。
就是你可以 accept 这个 situation。我臨翻嚟之前，想同你講件事啊。
乜事啊？好嚴重㗎，炒人㗎。
唔係炒人，我係辭職啊。
咩係啊？你辭職跟我辭職啊，細路，嚴重㗎，你都傻傻地嘅。你難得你份工好啲，做乜嘢都冇俾我哋講嘅。唔知啊，我冇乜嘢啦，反正就係人個踏實地就係想驚啊。
But yes, that was our entire journey boiled down to this single moment. We spent our entire lives trying to live the lives that our parents wanted us to live. Trying to make them proud. In the end, only to hurt them, and this really hurt us as well.
And as we sat there that night, almost traumatized from the phone call that took place, I remember the first thing we did was we looked at each other and we smiled.
Because of the fact that we recorded it all, and this would be a sick video! But in reality, because we knew that no matter what happened from here on out, we were going to live our lives the way we wanted, and that, for us, we were free. Thank you. And by the way, in case you're wondering, are our parents still mad? We asked them recently, what they think. Let's play that one. Let's play that one. That's over here.
Sorry。你覺得我選擇去辭職個工咧，去做 CantoMando 有咩感受而家？
好成功咯！而家係要闖嘅。之前我低估咗你嘛，成功係值得幾好啊！
其實你哋我都知道你哋做得好好，但係我覺得咧都好似好艱難咁，呢個路途好遙遠咯，即係好似都未知道會點咯。但係你哋已經做得好好嘅成績㗎。
你全职做这个东西，确实还是不很容易接受。我作为家长来说，我觉得一直会玩的，因为这个行业是不是很稳定的。
但是现在肯定more supportive 的，对不对
？support 我们不管你做什么，我们很好的支持你。
Thank you guys.
Alright, pass it on now.
We're gonna pass it on.
Thank you.